Hi, I'm Stacy Whitman, and this is Native American Heritage Month. So I've got a few recommendations for you. First up, Sisters in the Wind by Angeline Boulley is the third book in her standalone but connected series. If you love murder mysteries, you need to read this series. It starts with Firekeeper's Daughter. Honestly, I don't think you need to read them in order because they each stand alone, but if you want to read them in order, it starts with Firekeeper's Daughter, Warrior Girl Unearthed, and then the third book, which I just read, is Sisters in the Wind. Firekeeper's Daughter is about Donis in 2004, and then Warrior Girl Unearthed is in pretty much the present day, and it's about Donis's niece who goes to do an internship at the local museum and realizes that there are remains of somebody from her tribe who have never been identified, and she advocates for returning those remains. And there's another murder mystery along the way. Sisters in the Wind, this one's a hard one because it's about a girl who has lost both her parents and ends up in foster care, and she's had a very hard life, but there is somebody chasing her. This is set a few years after Firekeeper's Daughter, and Donis comes into the plot and guides her in just the way that Rose needs at that time in her life. And also a murder mystery. Speaking of murder mysteries, this book, Alatsue, I think that's how you say it, Alatsue, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, by Darcy Little Badger, is also a really wonderful murder mystery that has a supernatural edge to it. If you're looking for something that's a little bit lighter than a murder mystery, and we've got Danica Nava, The Truth According to Ember, and her newest book, Love is a War Song. They come highly recommended. I haven't read them yet, but I think that anyone who loves a good rom-com, this is going to be up your alley. Next up, and this one is one of my favorites, and not least because I also edited this, Indian No More by Charlene Willing McManus, which was actually finished by her friend Tracy Sorrell, because sadly Charlene actually passed away in the editing process of this book. But Tracy did such an amazing job doing her revisions that Charlene trusted her to do. This is such a beautiful book that is inspired by Charlene's childhood. Charlene was a member of the Grand Ronde tribe. Specifically, she was Umpqua. Grand Ronde is a confederated tribe, I think, of 5 different tribes. And in the 1950s, if you didn't know, the federal government decided that there were many small tribes that they just decided were no longer tribes anymore. And so Regina Pettit and her family are told, you don't have a reservation, you don't have a home anymore, we'll place your dad in a job in Los Angeles, and you're moving to Los Angeles. She's about 10 years old, and she's having an identity crisis. Who am I if I'm not Indian? Am I not an Indian if the government tells me that I'm not an Indian? And now, some new books that I haven't read yet. Zolo by Donna Barbara Higuera. She won the Newbery for The Last Quintista, which was an amazing science fiction story. Zolo is about Quetzalcoatl and Xolotl, who are creator twins of Aztec and many southwestern tribes. And then if you're more of a short story fan, The Legendary Fry Bread Drive-In is a collection of a number of Native American storytellers, including Eric Gansworth, Darcy Little Badger, who we talked about earlier, Cynthia Lydic Smith, Andrea Rogers, and so many more. So pick up The Legendary Fry Bread Drive-In for a wide variety of stories. Happy Native American Heritage Month, and happy reading.